Welcome, ladies and gents, to bright and sunny Hockenheim as the drivers await the lights, and it is lights out and away we go. It looks like Lyte gets a good start against the Red Bull, and Anthony's in the mix as well. There's a few collisions going on. There's chaos at turn 1 as Lyte gets hit and he gets spun around.
Apple, I have zero fucking words left for you other than fuck you. You're actually the most brain-dead driver this grid has seen.
Very angry Mercedes as the safety car is called. Hopping on board with Mr. Brian in 3rd position. The safety car is in, and it looks like our race leader, R7, is putting pedal to the metal, and we are racing once again. Mr. Brian has problems right off the bat. He's got Tino on his tail. And Robert is trying to get around this V-carb going onto the main straight.
Oh, yeah. That V-carb's very lucky not to be in the wall there, going wide into turn 1, as we see Versa coming in on the inside here. Can he make the move stick? And he does. Pretty simple into turn 2.
Coming to this battle over here, it is Mr. Brian versus a very, very rapid Mercedes. Mr. Tino trying to go the long way around. Mr. Brian getting squeezed along the straight. He's just barely within track limits as Tino gets his car ahead. Nice and clean into the hairpin. And Mr. Tino into 3rd position. He is on fire.
Indeed he is, but let's pick up with Robert. Currently in P6, trying to get past the Ferrari. Won't be able to do so with that outside line. It's just a little bit too much distance to cover, and you'd lose a lot of speed from that. Just behind that, we got Enaruba in P9, as all the drivers are about to enter the main pit straight. We'll see if Enaruba has a little bit of more top-end speed here. Trying to get past the V-Carb, they're side by side, and it's a mistake from him as he cuts the first corner and forces the Aston Martin of Blucher wide.
Only a couple laps into the race, we have so many battles going on everywhere. Haas versus the Williams, as it seems like Robert comes out on top, hopping on board with Tino now. Tino fancies a move against Fancy. He slips into 2nd position with only R7 ahead of him. And it looks like Mr. Brian is going to follow suit, overtaking Fancy into the hairpin. Fancy's just tumbling down the order.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with Fancy here. He's losing a lot of positions, like you said. Seems like he's lacking some pace in the early stages of the race, and you can see Anthony and Robert getting past as well. The curves they saved up from that hairpin. Apple as well, right on his tail, and down the inside goes Champ Stappen. He forces both of the drivers wide, and through goes Apple with a double overtake that was nice and clean from him, and a little bit of contact there with his own teammate on the re-entry.
Further up the field here, we have a battle raging on between Apple and Robert. Apple sends it down the inside on the Williams as Robert tries to hold on around the outside, but there just isn't enough grip there. As he curses right after Apple, he tries to get along side by side, but to no avail. He's not close enough yet, but he is still pretty close. Takes an alternative line. Apple goes wide, and through goes Robert. Robert inherits that 5th place position. He's gonna try and hold on, but it looks like Robert is building a gap as he spins out. Robert spins out, and Apple hits him. There's contact between the two drivers, and Apple gets hit in turn by Champ Stappen. Champ Stappen, he just pushed that Ferrari out of the way as he goes through, along with Anurua hopping on board now with Versatile. Versatile is all over the rear wing of that Haas. Formula is trying to defend this one as they both try to navigate through that previous incident. Versatile was just backing out of a move there, going for a move here. Sketchy defense from Formula, and an even sketchier attack from Versatile. Versatile just sent that Haas flying, going into, I believe, turn 2. What a crazy turn of events. What was that, Versatile? As Apple tries to get around this Williams, he was fighting another Williams just a lap earlier, sending it down the inside in a similar fashion. But we also got Fancy along in this battle as well. Actually, there are quite a few drivers. We see Jimbo in his Racing Bull going alongside the Red Bull there. We got a Mercedes involved. There are so many cars so close together, separated by mere meters. As you can see, there's pretty much a 4-way battle going on here. We had a very nasty incident earlier. Guys, please be careful.
The Williams on the inside of the Ferrari now heading towards the hairpin. The Ferrari tries to hang on the right outside. No, he doesn't. He goes for a switchback as they enter the straight. Still side by side. Both using the same amount of curves now. And both fighting really hard for this position. Going to the fast sweeping section of the circuit. Apple chooses to opt out, which might be the safe option, as he goes for a switchback now on the Williams, still going side by side around the outside. Can he hang on? He can't. They're not side by side anymore. Both drivers really giving their all on track, going into the final sector now, following each other as close as they dare to without risking a collision between the pair of them. Versa is still leading the Ferrari, going to the next lap for now. On the start finish right now is to hop on board with Acid, using his curse to get past both drivers up into P7. Can he keep that position going into the second corner of the circuit? Doesn't look like it, as the Williams and both the Ferrari boost past the Red Bull, following each other closely. Different strategies between these drivers seem to be equal. However, Acid is slightly falling back from the drivers in front, and as the Mercedes driver Lyte now closely on his rear. Slight mistake by Acid coming out of the hairpin now, under pressure from Lyte. The Mercedes driver using his boost to get ahead of the Red Bull driver. Great move by Lyte, which moves him up to P9 for now.
Yeah, P9 up, P9.
Let's have a look at Versa in P13, setting up a nice dive bomb into the hairpin. Can he get past Acid on the exit here? He's a bit more curves. It looks like he can. Oh my goodness. Apparently he can't. Acid absolutely zooms past him after that hairpin. He's got way more curves there now. Is on the back of Lyte. Looks like he's going to zoom past him as well. Are any of them able to do anything back? Acid is crazy on these straights of this curves. Lyte makes a move into turns 2 and 3. Gets in front of Acid there with the inside line. Let's switch to Versa, see if he can do anything here. See, Acid looks like he lacks a bit of curves here, so maybe he's using it on different straights, different curves line, clearly. Versa again, second time running with a move, makes that stick properly this time, gets ahead of Acid. Are we going to see Acid zoom past? Yes, he is. He is a rocket ship on these straights. He gets past Versa once again. The action doesn't stop just there, because we can see the battle for P7 between Mr. Brian and Chamstappen. Chamstappen sending that exact same move he's done to Fancy earlier. Much cleaner this time around, leaves Brian enough space to stay on the outside. Chamstappen uses a little bit of curves there as well to get past Mr. Brian. Let's have a look what's going to happen on the pit straight. Not many drivers use their curves on this pit straight, so it should be pretty chill here. Yes, it is. Coming out of turn 1 though, we should see some curves getting deployed. Let's have a look. Yeah, Mr. Brian's going to be sending it down. Can he make anything happen here on the inside? They go side by side. Chamstappen still comes out in front as we enter the long left-hander before the wooden hairpin. Mr. Brian gets in front. We'll see if Chamstappen can fight back here. Oh, and looks like he can, sending it down the inside. This is a very, very common overtake spot on this track. Chamstappen ahead for now. Mr. Brian uses the curves a little bit earlier. Chamstappen comes back at him and gets that position for good now.
Yeah. On board with the Williams now, following Lyte, who's in turn closely on the rear of the Haas driver driven by Mr. Brian. There's an exciting 3-car battle going on for P7, because these drivers can still move around in the Drivers' Championship, so these points matter, a lot of them. Will we see a dive bomb by the Mercedes to the hairpin as all drivers dump all of their curves? It looks like he will try to. Yes, because Mr. Brian leaves a lot of space on the outside. Lyte goes for a move on the inside, trying to leave enough space for the Haas driver. But closely followed by the Williams driver. These two can't afford to fight too hard, otherwise they will risk losing another position to Versa. Different curve strategies will keep the current order for now, going into the fast moving second sector. It's the next lap now. Lyte goes for another move into turn 2. This greatly compromises Mr. Brian, as Verstappen in the Williams tries to set up the exact same move to follow Lyte past the Haas driver. Both will use all of their curves now. Mr. Brian will try to hold on to P8. Losing 2 positions in one go is the great feeling, as he heads side by side into the hairpin. Verstappen with the better position on the inside will have an advantage, which allows him to take P8 for now. Let's see if that's a done deal now. No, hang on, Mr. Brian isn't going to give up this easily and dumps his curse to boost back up into P8. This battle between these 3 drivers definitely isn't over yet. On the start-finish straight now, Versa using his curse early to boost past the Haas driver. Let's see if he can keep it into turn 2. Yes, he can. I don't see Mr. Brian there. Oh, this might be a done battle for the Haas driver.
This race.
And after some great racing action in Hockenheim today, R7 will be taking the win of the German Grand Prix, as he's got Mr. Tino as the runner-up just behind him. A couple of seconds behind that, Anthony will be rounding off the podium, as he's got Alpine of Enaruva right behind him. Chamstappen will be taking P5, the other Mercedes of Lyte will be taking P6. Enaruva's teammate, Fancy, finishing up in P7. Acid right in front of Versa for P8. Mr. Brian finishes off the point scoring positions, and yet we can see another masterclass from the Ferrari of Apple.
Like, I don't fucking know, man. Like, honestly, I don't fucking care. Fuck this game, bro.